Hey guys! Welcome to the What Happened channel. Today we are going to talk about a very sensitive topic, crimes in mental institutions. We know that these institutions play an important role in society, but they don't always function as they should. We will discuss cases of abuse and violence committed in mental institutions and the impact of these crimes on patients and staff. To better understand the context in which these crimes occur, it is important to look at the history of mental institutions. The first mental institutions emerged in the 15th century in Europe, with the aim of separating and isolating people considered crazy from society. For a long time, these institutions were marked by inhumane practices, such as physical restraint and excessive use of medication. In the 20th century, with the advancement of psychiatry and mental health policies, mental institutions underwent significant reforms. However, there is still much to be done for these places to function properly and safely for everyone involved. Crimes committed in mental institutions are diverse and include physical, sexual, and psychological abuse. Unfortunately, many of these crimes are committed by employees who are supposed to be caring for patients. An example of this is the case of the Berks County House of Horrors, in Pennsylvania, United States. At that institution, immigrant children who had been separated from their parents at the border were subjected to physical and psychological abuse by officials who were supposed to care for them. Another case that gained great repercussion was that of the House of Horrors in Höxter, Germany, where a couple kept women imprisoned and subjected them to physical and psychological abuse for years on end. The causes of crimes committed in mental institutions are complex and multifactorial. In many cases, the lack of supervision of employees is identified as a critical factor. This can be seen, for example, in the case of Hospital Psiquiátrico Pedro II, in Rio de Janeiro, where patients were subjected to abuse and mistreatment by staff who did not receive adequate training and were not adequately supervised. Another cause mentioned is the lack of investment in mental health, which leads to overcrowding in institutions and a lack of resources to adequately care for patients. To prevent crimes in mental institutions, measures must be taken to ensure a safe and healthy environment for all involved. In 2019, it was discovered that patients with mental and intellectual disabilities were victims of physical and psychological abuse at the institutional host house Dr. Raul Soares, in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. Employees of the institution were arrested on charges of torture, ill treatment, and sexual abuse. The case generated great commotion and led to questions about the quality of care in mental institutions in Brazil. Another recent case, also occurring in 2019 in County Durham, United Kingdom, was shown in a documentary by the BBC, revealing that patients with mental disabilities were victims of physical and psychological abuse in an institution called Worlton Hall. Employees at the institution were caught assaulting patients and mocking them on video. The case led to criticism of the mental health care system in the UK and the opening of investigations into other similar institutions. In summary, crimes in mental institutions are a serious and complex problem that requires attention and effective measures. It is important that society is aware of these cases and covers measures to ensure a safe and healthy environment for people who need mental health care. We hope this discussion can contribute to a broader debate on the subject, so leave your opinion in the comments. Thanks for following us, and until next time.